Welcome, horror fans! The year 2025 promises to be a spine-chilling feast of terror, with the return of iconic franchises and fresh nightmares that will haunt your dreams. Get ready to discover the must-watch titles that could become the next horror classics. Let's dive right in. Number 10. Wolfman. Directed by Leigh Whannell and co-written with Corbett Tuck, this gripping horror film stars Christopher Abbott as Blake, a husband and father from San Francisco. When Blake inherits his secluded childhood home in rural Oregon after his father mysteriously vanishes, he convinces his strained wife Charlotte and their daughter Ginger to escape city life for a visit. Arriving late at night, they're ambushed by a vicious unseen creature and barricade themselves inside the farmhouse. But as the predator stalks outside, Blake's behavior grows disturbingly erratic. As he transforms into something unrecognizable, Charlotte must decide if the true danger lies within their walls or beyond the shadows outside. Number 9. Presence. In this supernatural horror thriller directed by Steven Soderbergh and written by David Coep, a family discovers they are not alone after moving into their new suburban home. Even before they unpack, Chris and Ruth sense an unsettling presence that seems to linger in the shadows, watching their most private moments. The entity's attention centers on their young daughter Chloe, who is grieving the recent loss of her best friend Nadia. Already at odds with her mother and brother Tyler, Chloe's turmoil deepens as the supernatural force grows bolder. As the family struggles to uncover the truth, the entity's intentions become increasingly terrifying and impossible to ignore. Number 8. Companion.
The first was the day I met Josh.
I'm Josh.
I'm Iris. And the second, the day I killed him.
Written and directed by Drew Hancock, this science fiction psychological thriller follows Iris, whose life takes a chilling turn during a weekend at a billionaire's lakeside estate. After meeting the charming Josh at a grocery store, Iris accepts his invitation for a getaway, unaware it's part of his sinister plan. As events unfold, she discovers she's not human, but a highly advanced companionship doll, designed to be controlled by an app on Josh's phone. He can shut her down or tweak her personality, including intelligence. But when Iris seizes the phone, the tables turn. Determined to fight for her freedom, she becomes an unpredictable force against Josh and his wealthy friends. Number 7. Heart Eyes. Directed by Josh Rubin, this romantic comedy slasher follows the terror of the infamous Heart Eyes killer, who has haunted Valentine's Day for years by targeting and murdering couples. This year, no couple in Seattle is safe. When the elusive killer strikes again, two coworkers pulling overtime on Valentine's Day find themselves in the crosshairs after being mistaken for a couple. What begins as an ordinary night becomes a thrilling, darkly comedic fight for survival. As the unlikely pair navigates the chaos, sparks of humor and chemistry fly amidst the bloodshed. It's a Valentine's Day they'll never forget, if they survive. Number 6. The Monkey. Based on Stephen King's 1980 short story, this comedy horror film is written and directed by Osgood Perkins. Twin brothers Bill and Hal stumble upon their father's creepy old monkey toy in the attic, unaware of its sinister power. Soon, a wave of gruesome deaths begins, forcing the brothers to discard the toy and move on. Over the years, they drift apart, but their nightmare isn't over. When mysterious deaths resume, the twins are drawn back together to confront the evil artifact. Now, they must uncover the monkey's dark secrets and destroy it before it claims the lives of everyone they love. Can they outsmart the toy's deadly curse? Before we dive into number 5, here are some epic horror movies that definitely need to be on your watch list. Saw 11. The 11th installment in the chilling horror mystery series dives deep into the twisted legacy of Jigsaw, exploring new mysteries and gruesome puzzles. Its expected release is September this year. The Conjuring: Last Rites. Ed and Lorraine Warren face their most chilling case yet, battling malevolent entities in a desperate final confrontation that pushes their courage and faith to the breaking point. Will they survive? Find out in September this year. The Black Phone 2. In this chilling sequel to the successful The Black Phone, a disconnected phone's dark grip intensifies. New characters unravel deeper mysteries as terrifying occurrences blur the line between the living and the dead. It will be released in October this year.
Hey, if you're always stuck scrolling trying to find something good to watch, let me save you the trouble. I'm always deep diving into all the streaming platforms to find the best shows and movies each week. It would seriously mean and help me a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you so much, you are awesome.
Number 5. The Woman in the Yard.
How she got there, you'll never know.
In this psychological horror film directed by Jaume Collet-Serra and written by Sam Stefanik, a spectral woman draped in black appears on a family's lawn, ominously warning, "Today's the day." After a tragic accident leaves Ramona seriously injured, she is left to care for her 14-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter alone in their secluded farmhouse. One day, the eerie woman takes form again in their yard. At first, Ramona assumes she's lost or unstable, but as the figure creeps closer, it becomes clear her presence is anything but ordinary. With sinister intentions revealed, Ramona must fight to protect her children from the relentless grasp of this menacing intruder. Number 4. Ash.
Images.
Set on the enigmatic planet Ash, this science fiction horror, directed by Flying Lotus and written by Johnny Remler, takes viewers into a chilling tale of survival and mistrust. Rhea awakens to a nightmare, her crew brutally slaughtered, their fates shrouded in mystery. Stranded and vulnerable, she encounters Brian, a man claiming to be her rescuer. But as they navigate the planet's treacherous terrain, their fight for survival becomes a harrowing test of trust. Psychological and physical terror tightens their grip as Rhea and Brian confront the planet's lurking dangers and each other's secrets. Can they forge an alliance, or will suspicion be their undoing? Number 3. Until Dawn. In this chilling horror film directed by David F. Sandberg, Clover and her friends journey into a remote valley one year after her sister Melanie's mysterious disappearance. Their search for answers leads them to an abandoned visitor center, where they become the prey of a masked killer, slaughtered one by one. But when they die, they wake up to find themselves reliving the same evening. Trapped in a nightmare loop, each cycle presents a new, more terrifying version of the killer. With limited deaths left, they must survive until dawn to break the cycle, or remain forever stuck in a never-ending horror. Number 2. Sinners. Written, directed, and produced by Ryan Coogler, this chilling horror film follows the lives of two fraternal twin brothers, Jordan and his sibling, who share a turbulent past. Seeking a fresh start, they return to their hometown, hoping to leave their troubled lives behind. But their hopes are shattered when they discover that the town, steeped in dark secrets, harbors an even greater evil waiting to welcome them back. As they try to escape their past, the brothers find themselves facing a terrifying force far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. The full details of the plot remain tightly under wraps, adding to the suspense. Number 1. 28 years later.
There's no discharge in the war.
Set nearly 3 decades after the Rage virus devastated the world, the post-apocalyptic horror, directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland, follows a group of survivors living in a tightly controlled quarantine. Isolated on a small island connected to the mainland by a heavily guarded causeway, they found a way to exist among the infected. But when one of them dares to venture into the dark heart of the mainland, he uncovers a terrifying mutation that has spread beyond the infected to other survivors as well. As the horrors unfold, the group's fragile existence is threatened, and they must confront a new, more deadly force that challenges everything they fought to survive.